Be me, be 19. Kicked out of my house by my parents for reasons I don't want to get into. Whatever, I'll sleep in my car. Find a parking lot outside a sort of storage facility, I think. It had a couple loading bays for semi-trucks, but there was no signs around it. Find a parking spot I like and hop in the back and sleep. Wake up the next morning feeling super tired and kinda groggy. Not unusual, but that feeling lasted throughout the day. Notice a couple small red dots on my arm. Probs bug bites. I should clean my fucking car. After days of sleeping in my car, that shitty groggy feeling doesn't go away. Starting to miss my bed. Clean my car and use some bug shit that I bought. These bugs are sturdy fuckers and won't let up. Notice scratch marks around the window of my rear car door. Better not be fucking wolves in this parking lot trying to break into my shit. An actual thought that I had. One night, I'm getting ready to sleep. Gotta rock a piss.jpg. Get out of my car and let her loose. Decide to go for a walk since it's a nice night. Lock my car and go on a 25-minute walk. On my way back, I can see a dark figure standing by my rear door window and jostling something up and down. Fucking homeless trying to steal my shit? Remember the scratches on that very same door. This isn't the first time this has happened. What the fuck has he been stealing? I haven't noticed any money or anything gone. Sneak up a little to see what he'll do. He gets the door open and pulls something out of his pocket. Decide this is enough. What you doing, you dirty cunt? Word for word what I said. He drops the thing he's holding, freaks out, and runs off. Didn't even look in my direction. He just bolted. I could hear the thing break when it hit the concrete. I turned on the flashlight on my phone to try and see what it was. I found out what he was stealing. On the ground was a broken, empty syringe. A broken fucking syringe. There were never any bugs in my car. Freak the fuck out and drive home. I told my parents what happened and we made up. I got a blood test and it came back negative for all of that bad shit. I don't know what that guy was doing with my blood, but at this point, I think I'd rather never know. Just recently, this one happened. Wake up one night. Black figure over me. No solid edges, but like swirling black mass. My ceiling is like a brilliant white, so it's pretty well visible once your eyes adjusted to the dark. Allowed me to gauge that whatever I was seeing was like a pitch perfect black, and to make out the swirling edges. It seemed to know that I was awake because it slipped out of view. Slinked in the corner as I sat up, and shrunk through the wall and the floor. Sat there in shock for a few minutes, just staring at the spot. I know it was just my post-sleep brain making shit up, but it's not the first time I've seen that exact sort of thing. And it's always really vivid. 2 a.m, about to drift off to sleep. Hear loud talking from outside. Peek out the window. 2 people out on the street across from my house. One standing up, and one weirdly laying on the ground. Standing one is encouraging the other to hurry the fuck up, man. But without too much urgency. More like, stop playing around, man, come on, etc. The other one is laughing/coughing/talking nonsense, and like wiggling or vibrating. It was too dark to really make out anything other than a shape. One standing up takes a few more steps and says things like, I'm going to leave your stupid ass here. They're clearly at least drunk, likely more. They don't notice me as I'm just peeking out from behind a curtain. I'm not particularly worried, but the last thing I need is a wino asking me to make a phone call and running away with my shit, or getting angry and busting out a window. The standing one goes over and helps the laying one up, and then bends down. I assume he's picking up something the more inebriated one dropped. They set off, and I stop hearing their talking after a minute or two. Shake my head, think, what is happening to this town? Like a boomer. Next morning, wake up and think about it again. Look out the same window again while thinking about it. My fucking face when I realized the spot that the second person was laying down is where the old busted storm drain, only covered by a metal sheet, is at. Nope.jpg. He wasn't lying down. They were crawling out of the fucking sewer. He wasn't picking things up. He was putting the metal sheet back into place. There are fucking drug-addicted bums in the sewers in my neighborhood. Fucking, why the fuck is there always some spooky-ass fucking thing people are up to? So, I have this story saved for a long time now, and actually posting it first time in a Nopi thread. 2007/8, forgot the exact time, but late 07, early 08. Friends go exploring way in bumfuck nowhere around eastern Oregon. Get lost in woods for hours. GPS isn't working right after about the first 2 hours of hiking. Getting dark. Hearing animals in the woods, coyotes, and other larger game. Pull out SIG 9mm. Walk out on a clearing hoping it's the road. No road. Just a large clearing with a small slightly beat up ranch house and a light on in the front room. Run up to door. Start knocking. One friend points out that this could be a couple of old rednecks with a moonshine operation running. Holster gun and pull jacket over it. Keep knocking. Nothing. Door is slightly ajar. Push it open. Call out, "Hello? Anyone home? We've been lost in the woods all day and we're wondering if you could point us to the road." Hear nothing. "Hello? We're coming in." Push door open. "3 of us are in your doorway. Anyone here?" We walk in. The air just feels thin and creepy. I pull out my gun and start clearing the room with the light on. Really nothing in the room. A little stool and a lamp sitting on it. It's an oil-burning lamp and an old rotten couch. Go back into the hallway and enter next room. Now here's where it gets dirty. Hear friend just scream bloody murder. Run back into hallway and into the room he's now standing with gun drawn and ready to go. See a very dry, very old corpse hanging in the center of the room. It's nearly completely bone at this point. No clothes and can't tell if it's a man or woman. Put gun away, looking around room. See a pantry that's just slightly open. And hear a light noise like breathing. Pull gun, round chambered. Motion to friend to open the pantry. He slowly walks up and flings open the door. A man's body covered in flies and bugs, shotgun in hand, his head just covering the wall. Not nearly as decomposed. Nope the fuck out and run away as fast as we can. Look back. See figure in front of the light before it goes dead. Nope.png.avi.jpeg.gif. Whip out GPS and check where we are. Shit's all kind of fucked. Screen keeps flashing on and off where we are, but the lat and long are both 0/0. Shit, fuck, shit. We're ripping through the woods. Stop and catch breath. Look at GPS again. See our location, but it is still blinking back to another one marked 0/0. We start walking back to our car we had saved in the GPS, all the while it's blinking back to our previous location. Still have the heebie-jeebies. Finally, back to car. GPS is still flipping shit. Get in car. Friend's holding GPS and says it's blinking to around the car, but like 16 feet off. See light in the woods suddenly. Light flies towards us. Oil lamp smashes on front of car. Nope. Rip that shit into reverse and drive like a bat out of hell out of there. GPS still blinking to behind us. After we get about 30 miles away, the GPS goes back to normal. Never told anyone about it. Never talked about it again. This one happened in January, right after New Year's. Be leaving Illinois for my home in PA. Was there visiting kinfolk for the holidays. 15 to 16 hour drive. Didn't leave till late. Planned on stopping at a motel. About 7 hours in, the urge to sleep gets strong. Pull into a small roadside stop. Go to check in. Realize I left my wallet in Illinois. Shit, fuck, damn it. Lady behind the counter says there's an old campground up the road. Says to be careful though. Nobody goes up there, but she's heard stories. Ask her what kind of stories. Local legends, you know. Mostly I think it's just meth heads. I agree, since I'm still in the Bible Belt at this point. Middle America has a bad meth issue. Take her instructions, find the campground. It was a pretty warm winter in the area, so there's only a little snow on the ground. So the going isn't too bad down the dirt road to get in. Find the check-in office. Lady wasn't kidding when she said the place didn't get much use. Building's windows are all either gone or boarded up. Decide to park behind it just in case of cops. Already feeling sketched out by the situation, I decide to risk getting my concealed carry gun out of the spare tire area and load it. Keep its grip out under the back of the driver's seat, since I'm going to sleep in the back seat. Put my mag light on the seat next to me, grab my blanket and pillow, and lay across the back seat, facing the window that looks out into the woods. Leave the windows cracked so I don't die. Fall into fitful sleep. Wake up maybe 2 hours later with a god-awful smell. Smells like a mix of roadkill, vomit, and dookies. Oh, sweet Jesus, I'm gonna hurl. It's a big clearing and a pretty clear night, so I notice something standing at the far end of the campground. Think it's maybe a tweaker and the smell is coming from him. So, grab the mag light and shine it out at this guy. Thing suddenly stands the rest of the way up. Probably 8 feet tall. It's too far out for me to make out any real details. Grab pistol and get ready as fuck. Can't shit my pants due to sheer ass-clenching terror. Thing makes this horrible half-squeal, half-bark barfing noise that trundles off into a weird laugh. It twitches around and then bounds into the woods. Fucking, what the fuck was that fucking shit? Slowly reach for the door handle. Right as I do, boom, there's a huge thud on my roof. Boom, 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 barf giggle noise. Oh, sweet Lord Jesus, please don't let me die tonight. Open the door and rock it out, stumble, fall, roll over, shine mag light at my car and aim the pistol. I can't see shit, Captain. My face when? Nothing's on my roof at all. Suddenly, the smell is right on top of me, worse than it had been before. Jump up, almost at urine mode engaged. Swing light and gun around. Stop dead. Fucking thing is like 3 inches from me. Lean down. Ain't got no face. Just a big-ass ragged rip that might be a grin or a grimace. Makes that horrible gurgling barf bark laugh. And I probably shouted or tried to sound badass, but it probably came out pretty girly. Shut eyes tight. Pull the trigger until the gun clicks empty. All I can smell is burnt powder. Slowly open my eyes. The thing is gone. There's a lot of spent shells on the ground. Also, I peed myself a little. Don't even wait to see where it went. Just hear angry screeching from the woods. Jump in my car and speed off. Almost crash. Hear that noise the whole way until I make it to the highway. Don't stop for anything until I hit the PA border, and only then to change out of piss-stained pants and get a candy bar. Never been so scared in my life. Honestly thought I was gonna bite the big burrito. Roommate and I decided to go find out once and for all if ghosts are real. Recording with our phones as we call out and ask yes or no questions to the spirits for 45 minutes from the middle of the 300-yard tunnel at midnight. There ends up being spirits at each entrance that would make a smacking sound with energy, like 2 rocks smacking together, to answer our questions with a yes, and would stay silent to answer no. Do you like us being here? Smack. Do you want us to leave? Silent. Thinking that we just made friends until we go back and listen to the recording. Right after we asked if they wanted us to leave, a scary male voice says, "Yeah." It was only on my recording and not my roommate's. His recording also had the same voice whisper, "Turn the lights out," as we were walking to the center of the tunnel with our flashlights. We went back a few more times, but this was the most eventful time. Camping with friends. Walking along this path with my friend talking loudly. She asks me, "Oh crap. Meg, did you bring that extra sleeping bag for me?" "Yeah, I got it, we're good." We keep walking, getting pretty far away from camp. Suddenly, from the brush across the stream that our path paralleled, It was so inhuman sounding, like an animal almost. It repeats several times. Each time, it sounds more and more like my friend. We're terrified. We start running back, hear leaves moving behind us, too afraid to look. From behind us, in a low whimper, "Wait, I'm hurt." Sounds just like me. I'm crying. We keep running. As we get closer to the opening into the field that we were camping in, the bushes are thicker. We're not real fit, and we had been running pretty hard, gasping for air. Directly from the right of us. "Tired yet?" Sounds like her again, with almost a bark. Shaking so hard at this point, I turn and look back. See this massive mound of fur in the bushes. Turn and go back the way we came from. Get to camp and tell our friends what happened. They, of course, don't believe us. We refuse to stay there that night. Get in our car and drive to town and sleep in a cheap motel. At about 10 p.m., her phone rings. Friends at the camp. "Jesus, will you guys give it up? It's been 2 hours. You're not scaring us, just keeping us from sleeping." Friend gets hysterical, telling them to leave. They're convinced we drove back there, are in the woods yelling that we're hurt, and for them to come help us. I turn up the motel TV and let them hear that we are in town. They hang up immediately and drive to our motel and spend the rest of the night. Next day, we go back for our shit and never go camping again. Why is she so perfect, X?
I'll tell you why.
Because she's got all the stuff X loves. Paranormal, seen hair before it was cool, rude ass titties, possibly a vampire, magical powers, booty, cutie pie face. Did I mention she's got some rude ass titties? Like those titties come to the dinner party drunk and insult your mother. Damn. Those are some rude titties.